Okay.
Yes, Suns Nation! The Suns get their first win of the season, 107-105, taking down the Dallas Mavericks. This game was insane, just insane. Final seconds, final minutes, and the largest comeback since 2017. Let's talk about it. Guys, this game was crazy. It was worth the full 48 minutes of basketball that we saw. The Suns come back, like I said, largest comeback since 2017, and they beat the Dallas Mavericks. Now, I will say this, I will be real. It does not help repair the wound that was given to us last year in the semi-conference finals, but boy, oh boy, does this help, because it's a new season, it's a new day, it's a new team, and to go out and get a win like this, I mean, it would have been something just to beat the Dallas Mavericks decisively, but to win in this way got me believing in this team and believing good and big things to come this year. Man, the Suns really pulled out a great win here today against a really good team. I predicted, if you saw my season prediction video, I said the Dallas Mavericks were going to be one of the better teams in the Western Conference, and they showed it tonight. This was a good win against a good team. The Dallas Mavericks are going to be a good team in the Western Conference. We will see them again, and there will be really good matchups, and Luka Doncic had himself a night here. Let me read off to you the stats. Like I said, we won 107-105. Booker, 28 points, 9 assists, 10 of 20, 50% shooting. DeAndre Ayton, double-double with an 18 points and 10 rebounds, 8 of 11. Mikal Bridges, 13 points, 11 rebounds, had the double-double. Luka Doncic, 35, 9, 6, 10 of 23 from the field goal range. And Chris Paul had himself a tough game. We saw that at the end of the game where they trusted Campaign and Damian Lee, man, with the game winner. You already know. We're going to talk about him here in a little bit because I think we found ourselves a gem in that bench. And Damian Lee is there. He's new to the team this year, and he got ourselves a win tonight. But really great points from some of our starters right there. I love the way DeAndre Ayton played today. Obviously, he had foul trouble at the beginning. He had 3 fouls, so that's why you saw a little bit of rotation from Monty there with Biyombo and Lockdale. And so, I mean, we can talk about the bench, because the bench in the first half was definitely very suspect, and I think it still is. It definitely is. It's definitely a glaring issue with this team, but we'll talk about that in another video. But that's definitely what caused a lot of the issues in the first half, is this bench and the lack of playmakers and the lack of offensive scoring from our bench and our rotation. The starting 5 came out lackluster. They weren't really looking like those Suns that we know, and I tweeted about it, and I said, this is not the Suns basketball that we're used to seeing. But once they got settled in and that second half started, we got to see Suns basketball, the one that we know, the one that we love, the one that got 64 wins last year. We saw defense, we saw hustle, we saw effort, and it really turned it around because the Suns were able to put together a couple of runs that ultimately got that lead back in the fourth quarter. And you know, foul trouble wasn't a big deal going into the second half, and we were able to see our starting 5 a lot more. And so just a big win. Damian Lee. Let's talk about Damian Lee, because this guy, I really didn't know where he was going to be with the team, with Landry Shamet being, I know he was injured tonight, but just seeing him on the team, I was wondering how we were going to use him. And Monty was very gutsy and said, we're going to sit Chris Paul for the remainder of the game and go with Damian Lee. And it paid off, because Damian Lee not only made a couple of big shots, but he made the biggest shot of the night, the game winner. With the shot clock was expiring, Damian Lee put up a mid-range, a fadeaway, and he got the lead to extend it to 107-105. And then Luka came back on the other side of the court, missing the game winner, and there you have it. The Suns have the first win of the season. I'm not going to lie, the first half looked rough. I was not expecting the Suns to fight back like they did. Like I said, they were down 62-45 at some point. It did not look good. but something happened at halftime. I don't know if it was a speech. Obviously, there were adjustments made, but they really adjusted well. They settled down. They started playing defense really, really well, and they were able to generate their kind of offense and get players that they wanted open. And Devin Booker, man, he led it. He led that comeback. He was so good with this scoring. He was so aggressive with the way he got inside the paint and created his shots. Just a really good win, guys. Like I said, it doesn't repair what happened last playoffs and how hurtful that was, but man, it feels so good to beat the Mavericks and get the first win of the season and just show that we're gonna fight. We're gonna fight, guys. I know the bench is a glaring issue, and I know we probably got to talk about Chris Paul and we got to talk about Cam Johnson and his injuries. I know we're gonna get to that. We're gonna talk about it. It's a long season. It's a long season, but it was such a good win to just show that this team can grind out a tough one, get the W, find a way to win, and play good old-fashioned Suns basketball. I'm just really excited about that. And like I said, it's a long season, guys. So some of the issues that we're talking about with rotation and bench, we'll see those fleshed out through coaching. I would prefer it to be settled before we play our first game so we don't start a first half like that. But the Suns got settled, and I think they're going to get settled here in a couple of games. It's a long season, guys. 82 games. The Suns will find themselves, and obviously they did. They looked so good in the second half. They looked so good in the same way that we saw them last year. And like I said, I believe we have the best starting five in the NBA. I really do. The best starting five. You just saw it. We just outscored the Dallas Mavericks. Not only can we play so well offensively, but we can play so aggressive defensively and turn that into points because we're such a good transition team. So the starting five is just really good. And I also tweeted this too. I said I think we have the best starting five, if not the top 3 starting five in the NBA. But I think we may have one of the worst benches. But I think seeing Damian Lee playing so well, I think he's going to make a difference. Cam Payne played pretty well too. That first half was rough, but he found his way. He started playing really good defense, and so I'm just really happy with the win, guys. I want you to comment down below and share exactly what you're thinking, because this is a good win, and it feels so good against the Dallas Mavericks that we were able to get that win. But be sure to like and subscribe. I'm going to be here all season long. I'm on TikTok. I'll be posting quick game recaps on TikTok after every single game this year. I'm going to be doing special post-game reaction videos like this one once a week, once or twice a week for the big games. But be sure to like and subscribe and follow me on all my social media. I'm on Twitter and TikTok, and I will see you guys next video. Go Suns!